Abel Makkonen Tesfaye, known to the world as the Weeknd, is a name that has reverberated through the music industry and beyond. His rise from obscurity to global superstardom is a story not just about music but about resilience, reinvention, and the relentless pursuit of artistic authenticity. The Weeknd's journey is one marked by hardship, a deep sense of longing, and an unyielding drive to overcome the odds. His life story is one of both tragedy and triumph, where the pain of the past is woven into the fabric of his sound, creating a timeless connection with listeners all around the world. Born on February 16, 1990 in Toronto, Canada, Abel's early years were far from easy. The son of Ethiopian immigrants, his mother, Makkonen Tesfaye, and father, Samra Tesfaye, came to Canada seeking a better life. But what they found was a difficult and often isolating existence. Born on February 16, 1990 in Toronto, Canada, Abel's early years were far from easy. The son of Ethiopian immigrants, his mother, Makkonen Tesfaye, and father, Samra Tesfaye, came to Canada seeking a bed. Abel's father abandoned the family when he was just a toddler, leaving his mother to raise him and his brother in the challenging environment of Toronto's Scarborough neighborhood. Growing up without a father figure in the household, Abel faced emotional and financial struggles, and his relationship with his mother was strained by the overwhelming pressures of survival. Life. But what they found was a difficult and often isolating existence. From an early age, Abel showed a natural affinity for music, using it as a way to escape his circumstances. His love for music was nurtured in part by his mother, who introduced him to artists from different genres, ranging from R&B and soul to rock and electronic. Abel was particularly influenced by Michael Jackson, Prince, and the Smashing Pumpkins, whose work sparked his creativity. Music became his sanctuary, the one place where he could feel understood and find solace. Despite his mother's efforts to keep the family together, the hardships continued. Abel dropped out of high school at the age of 17 to pursue his passion for music, leaving behind a life that was filled with uncertainty. He started by posting songs on YouTube under the moniker The Weeknd, intentionally omitting the E to make it more unique. He began to experiment with his sound, fusing soul, R&B, and electronic music, and soon became a figure in Toronto's underground music scene. The pivotal moment came in 2010, when Abel uploaded several songs to YouTube, including What You Need, Loft Music, and The Morning, which caught the attention of fans and critics alike. These tracks reflected the loneliness, vulnerability, and raw emotions he had endured, themes that would come to define much of his music. His sound was haunting and experimental, a fusion of melancholy and sensuality that stood out from the mainstream music landscape. Abel's big break came when Drake, who was already a rising star in the music industry, heard his music and took him under his wing. In 2010, The Weeknd was featured on Drake's mixtape, Take Care, a project that would serve as a catalyst for his career. This connection helped The Weeknd garner further attention, eventually leading to his signing with Republic Records in 2012. But before he signed with a major label, Abel had already made a name for himself with his mixtape trilogy, House of Balloons, Thursday, and Echoes of Silence, which made waves in the underground scene, establishing his reputation as a new boundary-pushing artist in R&B and pop. These mixtapes, which were released for free online, became anthems of the millennial generation, defining the dark and moody sound that would later characterize much of the Weeknd's career. His lyrics, often exploring themes of love, drugs, and isolation, resonated with listeners on a deeply emotional level, giving voice to a generation grappling with its own struggles and desires. The Weeknd's commercial breakthrough came in 2015 with the release of his album Beauty Behind the Madness. The album, which included the hit singles Can't Feel My Face, The Hills, and Earned It, solidified his place in the music industry as a global superstar. Can't Feel My Face, in particular, became an international hit, charting at No. 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earning multiple Grammy nominations. This song marked a turning point in his career, as he transitioned from an underground artist to a mainstream sensation. But The Weeknd wasn't just a pop star, he was an innovator. His sound was distinct, a blend of his early influences R&B, electronica, and the dark themes of 80s pop mixed with contemporary production and a modern flair. He was the bridge between old-school R&B and new age pop, blending the two in a way that had never been done before. This innovative approach to music helped him carve out his own niche in the industry, and his influence only continued to grow. His subsequent albums, Starboy 2016 and After Hours 2020, further solidified his status. Starboy, which won the Grammy for Best Urban Contemporary Album, saw The Weeknd explore more futuristic sounds, with tracks like the title song featuring Daft Punk becoming massive hits. After Hours, with its iconic single Blinding Lights, broke records and became one of the most successful songs of the decade, topping charts worldwide and earning widespread critical acclaim. The Weeknd's voice was now synonymous with global success. His music was everywhere on the radio, in movies, on social media, and he was no longer just a musician. He had become a cultural icon. With fame came inevitable scrutiny, and The Weeknd was not immune to the pressures of being constantly in the public eye. He found himself embroiled in several controversies, from his tumultuous relationships with high-profile women like Selena Gomez and Bella Hadid to his image reinventions, which often sparked debates about his authenticity and artistic choices. One of the most talked about moments was his decision to transform his appearance for his album After Hours. The Weeknd famously sported a distorted, blooded face in the music video for Save Your Tears, a stark departure from his previous look. The symbolism behind the transformation, often interpreted as a comment on the excesses of fame and the toll it takes on an individual, stirred controversy and speculation. His social and political stances, including his outspoken commentary on inequality, also garnered attention, both positive and negative. Despite these challenges, The Weeknd remained steadfast in his artistic vision. He never allowed the controversy to overshadow his music, always staying focused on his craft and pushing the boundaries of what pop music could be. The Weeknd's immense success has allowed him to live a lifestyle that many only dream of. With an estimated net worth of $300 million, he enjoys the fruits of his hard work. He owns several luxurious homes, including a stunning mansion in Los Angeles, which he reportedly purchased for $17 million. Known for his love of high-end cars, The Weeknd has been seen driving a collection of exotic vehicles, including a Lamborghini and a Bentley. In addition to his music, The Weeknd has ventured into the fashion world, collaborating with brands like H&M and Puma, and launching his own merchandise line. His iconic style, often characterized by his dark, sleek aesthetic, has made him a fashion influencer, with fans around the world emulating his unique look. However, despite the luxury and fame, The Weeknd remains grounded. He often speaks about his desire to make a lasting impact with his music, aiming to create a legacy that will endure far beyond his time in the limelight. His commitment to authenticity and pushing the envelope artistically continues to define his work, making him one of the most influential musicians of his generation. Today, The Weeknd stands as one of the most successful, influential, and respected artists in the world. His journey from the gritty streets of Toronto to the heights of international fame is a story of perseverance, creativity, and self-reinvention. Through his music, The Weeknd has connected with millions, offering an emotional outlet for those who have experienced the same isolation, longing, and heartbreak he sings about. His legacy, however, is not just in his chart-topping hits or record-breaking albums. It's in the way he transformed the music industry, pushed the boundaries of pop, and connected with his fans on a deeply personal level. The Weeknd's story is a reminder that success isn't just about fame and fortune. It's about staying true to yourself, even when the world around you expects something different. As Abel Tesfaye continues to evolve as an artist, his journey is far from over. And with each new project, The Weeknd proves that his voice both literally and figuratively will continue to resonate for years to come.